Genesis 11, 1-9. Look at this. Now the whole earth had one language and one speech. Does that sound familiar? Now the whole earth had one language and one speech. Church leaders united. They are not united for the sake of the Lord. They are uniting for the sake of Satan. Like shame on... Now the whole earth had one language and one speech. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar. Land of Shinar is Mesopotamia, Iraq. Between the two rivers, Tigris and Euphrates. That's where I come from. And they dwelled there. And they said to one another, come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly. They had brick for stone, and they had asphalt for mortar. And they said, come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower. The tower of the UN is the Tower of Babylon. And a tower whose top is in the heavens. Whose top in the heavens, meaning this tower will build and its head will reach heavens. Who is in heavens? Our Father who art in heaven. In other words, why did they build a tower? To say we will challenge God who art in heaven. So they went to Egypt to come up with the 10 commandments, asking Mother Earth for forgiveness. Like, I will kick you so far. Like what they did at St. Patrick's Cathedral yesterday at 9:30 a.m. They gathered to pray for climate change. Yep. An apostolic bishop, he brought all the religions. Now I'm going to come to that. I have to go. I have to move on. He brought them all. But the funniest of all was that Buddhist guy. Honestly, that was funny. He said, because when you exhale, you are exhaling carbon dioxide. You are contributing to the destruction of Mother Nature because you're exhaling carbon dioxide. So... You know when you say, Lord, hear our prayers, like when they read something? So you know what they were reading? We pray for all the banks and the funding places to do good than evil. Lord, hear our prayer. We pray for Mother Earth not to be angry with us. Lord, hear. Like, what is this? I just want to ask them one thing. The bishop and the likes of that bishop. Are you sick or are you sick? Which one? Shame on such so-called church leaders. Shame on them. Mother Nature will go haywire on people who swim and live in filth because they are offending God, who is Jesus Christ, not a piece of dirt. We have offended God. That's why everything will turn against us when we offend the Almighty Jesus Christ of Nazareth, God revealed in the flesh, the only way, the only truth, and the only life. He is the sole creator. There is no one else but Him. So everyone can go to hell, whether you like it or not. I will never sell my Jesus. Never. Never. And the Lord said, verse 6, indeed the people are one and they have one language. And this is what they begin to do. Now nothing that they propose to do will be withheld from them. Come, let us go down and there confuse their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. So the Lord scattered them abroad from there over the face of all the earth, and they ceased building the city. Therefore its name is called Babel or Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of all the earth. Because in my language, Bulbala, Babel means confusion. And from there the Lord scattered them abroad over the face of all the earth. He scattered them. The Lord is laughing at them. Secret societies, with all their powers, with all their knowledge, with all their advancement, God is laughing at all of them and at Satan more so. So what is the agenda now? They started, see, Queen Victoria in 1874, she abolished the India House. No more warfares. They said, okay, we'll start something else. No. Visa, the biggest shareholder is the Rothschild. The biggest shareholder of Visa is the Rothschild. The Rothschild agent took over the Federal Reserve Bank of America in 1913 with the biggest lie. They called it the Federal Reserve Act, which the president endorsed because he's a Freemason, a member of the Round Table. Freemason infiltrated the church at the highest level, both in the Catholic and the Orthodox world. Freemason is infiltrated. That's why you see certain leaders act so weird, because they are part of the system. They have to do what they're told. I will say this for the last time. I prayed that I don't get put in no position to talk against no one. I can't stand it. But out of the hurt for the Lord, this is nothing personal. I'm not against that particular leader. I'm not against you as a person. I'm against that evil act of yours. I am the greatest sinners of all. If there is any sinner, it is me. I'm not judging, but I'm crying out on top of my voice in the wilderness of this world. I'm begging for the Lord's mercy to be bestowed on every human being, because we have lost the plot. Church leaders have lost the plot. The world has lost it long time ago. But for the church leaders to be so evildoers, definitely it's the end of times.